Okay, so here we are at 7 Owen Street. Again, it is 4:12 p.m. Temperature 63 degrees. Saturday, June 29th. Overcast, rainy day. You'll be able to see the rain in the video on this one. Also, we've got a lot of wind, so you might hear some wind noise. I'm here at the exterior, starting off. Just gonna do the typical pans to the right and left. Sorry, you're gonna see my car a lot in this one, but you're in a neighborhood here, very cookie cutter. Probably all these houses were all developed right around the same time. As you can see, you're on a little bit of like not a cul-de-sac, but a end around, and then the street comes out over there. I've sold a couple houses over on the other side over there, and they were all very similar. And recently there was one around the corner that sold too as well. Looking at the exterior, you have this large fir tree here. Fairly nice grounds. You do have these kind of awkward shrubs here. So it's just something for you to think about. Upgrading value, etc. is this whole front stuff here being removed. But siding all is vinyl. Looks to be in fairly good condition. So far I don't see any cracks or anything like on that, along those lines. Sorry. You've got a nice gutter system in place. It's pulling water away from the house, which I like. The roof, in my opinion, looks to be quite probably on the older side. I think you guys can see a better view of it from the actual listing. But let's go to the wide or the zoom in here. So yeah, this is probably not bad, but something you would need to consider. I mean, we're priced at $260 on this one, so I think it's kind of reflective. And you'll see when we get inside too, I think the price point is reflective of what's there. So that's the whole roof area. And then I come back out to my wide. So we're gonna walk, 2-car garage, no garage door opener. So something for you to consider here. We're gonna walk around this way on it. So you do have this big shrub right on the house. Something for you to consider. This area over here. Slight little flaking paint on that window trim there, but nothing out of the ordinary. Old satellite dish, you can see the tree has grown up around it. So my personal opinion is to eliminate that. Take that away. You have this big lilac tree here, kind of overhangs a little bit on the neighbor's boundary. Sorry, I'm just gonna try. It's raining pretty hard, so I'm trying not to walk through a bunch of bushes and stuff. You come to the backyard area. Nice backyard. It's pretty level. You do see the neighbors, so just kind of do a quick pan here. So you are gonna see your neighbors here. However, you can probably put a fence in of some sort. You already kind of have those buffer zones there, which is nice. A big fir tree here again. You have an apple tree here. It is producing. I'll show you real quick. Maybe it's crabapple too, but it is definitely producing fruit. So panning back this way, entrance into your garage there. This is the whole back area. And then again, looking up at the roof, it's the same theme on both sides. So maybe something that needs to be addressed. Nice manicured lawn here. Siding out here too, again, is all really nice. I wonder if this was more recently done on the house, but I don't see any breaks, things scary. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, nothing scary at all that I see so far. Coming over here, just give you this kind of corner angle here going up. You got this, foliage touching the house there, something you want to address. But yeah, nice backyard. Not an easy entrance. You have to go through the garage to get out here, but it is a nice big backyard, without a doubt. So if you have a dog, you could also fence that in pretty easily, do a wireless fence, etc. Looking out over here, all seems to be fine. Looks like they took out a shrub here. I'd almost recommend taking that one out too, but that's personal preference on that. And then this is the front here. I don't know if it makes sense to have both trees, but I would probably could see somebody taking out the fir tree there to allow this to be more aesthetically pleasing. But that again is personal preference on that. So looking over here at the siding, all looks to be good. I don't see any concerns with that. I think that was probably absolutely replaced earlier. So you have this little stoop here. As you can see, you can't really see it from the road because everything's blocked. This is all in the way, but it is here. It was probably used quite a bit. And then just shaking this is pretty solid, etc. So a little bit of moss. Or no, that's an old, I wish they had a cover on it. That's not moss or anything like that. So either way, your kitchen is right about here. That's the hood vent right there. And you can actually kind of see in there. So we're gonna go inside. The wind's picking up pretty heavy right now. So I don't wanna yell and scream too much through the neighborhood. And so there is your meter too as well. So you come into your main entrance here into like a small little mudroom area. It's not big, but it does connect to your garage. I do notice that we have some missing tile right here when you first walk in. And this door is probably original, single pane, etc. You can see when it closes, it gets sound. So kind of come in, you have another step up about a foot, and then you have the storage bench area here, which is kind of cool. Paneling in here, sheetrock. Probably could use some paint and freshening up. So you step up here, you walk into the house kitchen area. Over here, I'm gonna go in there in just a minute, but first I'm gonna go into the garage over here. So you would come from here, that's the way we came in, and then you'd have to close that door, open this door. And there is my opinion so far with the house is lack of overhead lights. So I need to give my camera a minute to adjust in here. But big garage, 2 cars, Toyota Tacoma 4Runner. I think you'll be safe fitting one of those in here. I don't know if you'd be able to fit like a F350, something along those lines in a garage like this, but plenty of space. You do have a little bit of a dip down right here. I don't think you can see it, but it doesn't look like it's cracked or broken or heaving or anything like that. I would recommend adding an electric garage door opener to this just to make life easier. But what is nice is that you do not have to park outside in the winter. So cleaning snow off your car it will happen a lot less. You come over here, it's hard to see, so I apologize with the lighting, but, actually here, let's do this. This is this will help a lot. So that's how you get outside. That was that door that I showed you, but I'm gonna use it to give us some better light in here. So as you can see, this is your garage area. Got a workbench here. Yeah, you know, it's actually not a bad garage at all. I think it's fitting to the age of the home. You do have an ability to get up to a crawl space up there, so that's good. So yeah, that is there. So yeah, all in all, not a bad garage. You know, you do have some, wear down there as well, but that's not terrible in my opinion. But again, this is an area that, I would consider a refresh on. And then we come into our kitchen area. So you have a kitchen area here that at the time, that was when they started to slowly start to open up walls, pastors, etc. Seeing that open like that, my biggest thing would be upgrading this home would be to open the wall. So you come in here, I'm not sure what this is. It looks like just dirt to me, but I would say you're probably going to want to think about painting in here. I have a feeling, and I don't want to say for sure, but this is a home that a elderly person, somebody raised a family in, and then an elderly person was here, siblings are selling it. Maybe a person's passed on or has moved into some sort of assisted living, something like that. That's what I'm feeling so far in this home. And seeing like the quality and updates and stuff, it's probably what it is, but I can't say for sure. But here's your kitchen area. Cabinets all seem to be original. They're a little worn in spots. A couple things I've noticed, stove, things like that. Fairly clean in there. Old hood fan, but still venting outside, which is good. Windows. I've noticed a lot of windows have been replaced, which is nice to see. It was something you wouldn't have to do in this house. You could focus on doing some other things to bring it up to the next level. You've got a kitchen, very big, lots of space. There's a dishwasher built in on this one. You have a vinyl countertop, not stone. Cabinetry, again, very original to the room. That's the way out to the mudroom. This is the way, I don't know what this is, this black stuff here. I think it's just some sort of dust or dirt. And I have noticed it here and in a couple other spots. So this is looking into the living room area. A large living room, without a doubt, and a nice overlook out into the backyard area. Coming over here, we're gonna walk this way. We go to the right. That was that entrance that I showed you. And then this takes us downstairs. You have a linen or coat closet here. You do transition from a type of wood floor here to another type of hardwood floor with a small little, maybe half an inch step up. Closet is right there that I just mentioned. Coming in here, you go that way. Not a lot of the lights are working, so I apologize if the video looks dark. It's very overcast today. This takes you back to the bedrooms, and then this takes you into the living room. This carpet is old, worn. You can see the wear in the high traffic areas. Doesn't smell bad. No off-putting smells. You can tell the house has been vacant for a while, without a doubt. Looking back this way, out towards the kitchen area. Again, my biggest thing to increase value on this home is right here. Moving that out of the way, updating the kitchen. That will help and tremendously, I think, bring up, and some other spots too. But yeah, this is paneling that was painted. You see, I don't know if you can see the grooves there, but yeah, that was definitely painted. These windows, again, same situation. These have been replaced, double pane. I don't see any fogging, anything like that, so that's nice to see. Adds a lot of light into this room, which is very nice. The ceilings probably could use some painting at some point. Yeah, missing outlet cover here, so something to concern. And then this is letting up air from the downstairs because they have a wood stove downstairs. Coming over here to the left, we walk down this hallway here. We have a little bit of a closet right here. I would call it more of a coat closet than a linen closet, but it is a coat closet. Hardwood floor through here. You do transition into, well, same type of flooring, just going a different way. Into this room. This is room number 1. So in here, you can tell there's original wallpapering, probably. Maybe not original, but somebody had done it. There is some sort of boarding along here. There is some damage right here on it. Again, not scary, but it is there. And again, somebody had replaced these windows as well. Nice, good sized room, without a doubt. Bit of an echo in here because there's no furniture. Here's a closet. I bet you that's original carpet. But yeah, let's see. It's like, there we go. So yeah, nice big closet space for a bedroom like this. Yeah. Coming out here, we look into our bathroom. So we have 2 more bedrooms here and our bathroom. They're calling this a 4-bedroom home. It's again the same theme. It's downstairs in the basement. And when we get down there, you'll see what I'm talking about. So you come in here, you transition up the hardwood floor into like a linoleum floor. This is probably original. This room has a bad odor to it. It's definitely could use a little bit of a clean to it. A little bit of gunk, black goo, needs some probably resealant along there. I'm assuming you can see the hand things here that was probably put in for an elderly person. Not sure if that was done right. A little bit of flaking paint up on the ceiling. There is no vent in this bathroom, and there absolutely should be a vent here. It would be something that you would need to do right there, up there, and then out the house. Window again has been replaced. You have paneling in here. You can just tell that this house has been lived in. You can see where they've removed things, things along those lines. Looks like you got a poor taping job here, as you can see. Happens a lot. And then again, a little more flaking paint up there. You've got a single vanity here, closet here. Yeah, nice linen closet. Yeah. Floor is pretty beat up in this one. It would need to be replaced at some point here. You come into here. We come into 2 more bedrooms. So I'm gonna go into this one first. The same type of flooring comes in here. A little bit more space in here. The corner room, you have 2 windows, a closet, and then carpet in the closet. Yeah, again, the windows are the same theme in this area here. That is for the wood stove from downstairs. Coming over this way. We'll walk right, take a left here and come into this room. And this, I bet you, is all original. That carpet, I bet you, is original. It's old. It smell bad, but it's definitely more in high traffic areas. You can even see where the bed was probably. So yeah, I would consider replacing this. Plus you have wallpaper that is all over the place here. Windows, again, same theme. They've definitely been replaced, which is nice, but you can see like right there was a repair done right there. Yeah. Closet here. Again, you got that same carpet. Yep. It's definitely, you can tell people have used it. Not sure what's going on there, whether they were doing something to access bathroom was my first thoughts on that. And that's probably what that is, but can't say for sure. And there's a little hole right there in the door. The doors are probably original too. But yeah. So coming out here, we're going to go downstairs into the basement. And go from there. I don't know what that black stuff is. And when I touch it, it doesn't come out. So I wonder if it's an older situation of some sort. I'm pretty sure paint would cover that right up for you. Yeah, so coming down here, moving right down into our basement area here. Again, same thing on this carpet. It is absolutely worn through here. Definitely on the older side. Not as clean as other carpets. And you'll see as we move down here, to the basement, we still have that same kind of theme here. It's definitely worn. And then you move into what was probably finished at one point. Maybe flooring was removed from here. Again, there's no overhead lights in here, so it's hard for me to like this room. But just kind of quick panning. It's a big space, similar to the first one we went to, that you have a bunch of windows above grade on it. You have this area over here. Maybe this was a bedroom at one point. I don't know. You have this old wood stove. It's like almost like a can stove. I have no idea if that's operable. But what I like is that you have the chimney in place. If everything is operable, you could put a new wood stove down here and absolutely use it for a good heat source for your house in the winter. Wouldn't be your primary, but you would be able to use it. Coming over here, somebody has taken some stuff out here because you can see how this is all strapped up there for a ceiling. I am not sure what happened here, or if this was a bedroom at one point, but you can see this carpet was cut out at one point. This is probably original. Yeah, there's no light, so it's really hard for me to show this part to you, but it's, I would say, old, stingy. Again, a basement, a little musty smell down here. Definitely you can tell it hasn't been used or lived in, etc. Your ceiling area here, I'm not sure what was going on with this, if this was done on purpose. It looks very meticulous, so maybe it was, but it looks like it was just old plywood that they stripped down and put up onto the ceiling. This place could actually be really awesome. It could really, really, really become a very cool spot down here. It will take a little bit of effort though, without a doubt. So you do have a bathroom down here, which is pretty neat. Whether it's operable, I do not know, but you have some shelving in here. You have a stand-up shower, and then you have a toilet and sink. This one was not raised up, so this was probably original to the house. And again, same style ceiling. I think they did that to put ceiling panels in. Yep, that's what they did. Yep. So yeah, coming over here, I'm just gonna shut that light off behind me. We walk over to this part of the basement. We get a little bit more lights over here. Maybe this was the other bedroom. I don't know on it. I don't think it could technically be a bedroom. Unless that is okay right there. That may be all right, but I would feel like that window would need to be bigger and you'd have to, something that could get revealed in a home inspection. So looking at this is where I get a little worried. I don't know, excuse me, what if that is mold, aka black organic matter, or if that's just like been just poorly taken care of over the years. But there is this whole wall like that. I don't get a big musty or mildewy smell in here, but I can't tell you for sure whether it is or isn't, but it's right over in this area right here. So you have concrete flooring here as well, and then you have a closet here. So I think this was what the town had called this, a bedroom at one point. However, I think you would need to evaluate that and go into it knowing you have definitely a 3-bedroom. Coming out here, take a right, into our utility room area. Also, our washer and dryer hookup is in here, and somebody had a workshop in here at one point. Your oil tank is right there. You have your electrical panel over here. Let's take a quick look at that. This is going to be 100 amp service. You have 2 panels, and that's missing a thing right there. So, but typical. They did try to insulate some of the sill, which is what we see a lot for older homes. Over here, they have a sink. You have your washer. That's your dryer right there. Your washer is not present, but that's your hookup for there. You've got your furnace here. This thing is definitely got some corrosion working on some of the circulators. Little rust spots here. It may be older and towards the end of its life. It's something you would want to consider on this property. Oil boilers, in my opinion, as long as they're serviced, they usually function very well, but this one is a little bit more rusty than other ones I've seen, and something you would absolutely want to consider. There's your hot water heater or your hot water tank. That is off of you're using oil year round to heat your water, so something you would need to consider on that. It is a smaller one, so if you did household size grew, you would want to consider upgrading that. You come back here, there's no light back here, so it's hard for me to show. Hopefully you can see this. Kind of have a little under the stair storage. Yeah, you can't really see it. I don't think my camera will adjust, sorry. And then that is your town meter right there for your water. And then over this way, a little bit more storage area. Somebody had they had a workshop down here, so they probably were doing something on here, but yeah. So that's really the whole tour of the house. It wasn't a lot to see on this one. A little bit more straightforward than the first one that we had, but all still stuff to know and think about. In my opinion, I think this house is absolutely going to need a lot of upgrading and work done to it over time. Sorry, I'm shutting lights as I do this. It's got some really nice advantages to it. The exterior seems to be in good condition. The neighbor, it's a nice, very standard suburban style neighborhood, which is desirable for a lot of folks. You're convenient to everything that is within Barre. Plus Norwich is not that far, all paved roads. And it's at a different price point than the other ones we looked at. The negatives to it is it needs some updating. And as you can see, some of the stuff that we've looked at, I think that corner over there, those dark things, is kind of a theme in here, and that you would need to do some painting, etc., things along those lines. But definitely livable, nice neighborhood. That is the pluses and minuses of it. All right, well, thank you so much. I'll get these right over to you. We'll go from there. Thanks.